Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, this must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up... Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient... Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize... This one is addressed... In clinical terms, for example, this seems like something the academia would want to know about. Wait, what's this written on the note says... The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send... This next one is addressed to Grand Sage. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students. However, as well, education is as grand. I do hope you will give... And the sender is... So this is where... Whatever. I'm not exactly... I can't believe how much I don't believe for once... Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason. There was a terrible the Eob and Unut. I found a well belonging to the... When we met, that aside, we have next to...
From the outset, the academia never took... And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place. You liar. You lied, and who fell for it? Which makes you a pathetic... I think I'll take over from here. No more lies. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Never?
I'm quitting.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't... What's wrong? I thought you liked incense.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. It's not worth much. Keep it.
But Nefer... for...
All right, that's all for...
Don't forget me, okay?
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a... And as for remembering, I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my... at the ever-shifting balance...
Huh. So, you do know...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very... Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins, I checked the map carefully on my way...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low.
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. I hope I am...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you... And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to...
All right, I take your point. The Academia, in that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent.
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Look, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence.
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours. And so is the Mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got...
So, in summary, Ambassador,
The Eab are... So let me ask you...
kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eab have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing. At the same time...
We have our own rules out here.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, which makes you our natural allies.
Who got shot?
Natural. Weren't the Eab? Let me be clear.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest... You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What? I think maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this but you couldn't do.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Lauma, you tired?
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest... I didn't know you were
I'm no expert in the history of Sumer.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahama.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of...
What about him?
Well, he's not a small... Please, this is the... Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Here. I don't have anything. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
impulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one—
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes—
I certainly did. And thanks to your help—
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Iab fled and have been scattered. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis. With this chessboard in its every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything. Thank you all for being here. As promised, the Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, It is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerear's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lama, any thought?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the moon—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but—
But there's more to the power of the Frost—
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power, and right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari. I'm afraid—
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerear made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rahier of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations.
So your theory is that Rerear was physically torn to shreds by some—
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss—
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared—
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just— when I think of the man I once knew as Rerear—
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but—
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of—
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I— No need. Come on. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have...
Honestly, I about figured that might be the case.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly!
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe... Great. All right, on to item. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rayher of Solnari, or no—
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible...
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rayher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most, of course...
Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
have failed. I'm sorry. Show no fear. Goose on the loose.
Smile!
Breaking news! Hold that pose! A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of excellence! Let's go stretch our legs while the flavors are mingling.
What's the news?
On me!
This is a
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space, so it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance. Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe.
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket.